Hey guys, we have a very interesting topic today because as you walk around the streets of Cebu, Manila, or wherever you go, you see a lot of these vending machines in the form of water stations or coffee makers and all that sorts. Well, there's a new product out in the market that solves another problem and they've converted it into a vending machine as well. Because the more smartphones you have or mobile phones you have one issue, and that's battery life. And sometimes, more often than not, you find yourself in a situation where you don't have battery anymore and you're in the middle of the street. So right now, there's a product for stores around that will help people like you. Check this out.
Tech Island.
So guys, this is what I'm talking about. It's the Fine Upgrades Plus mobile or portable vending charging station. What does it do? Well, basically it does what you think it does. You drop a coin, it charges your phone, and the coin goes in the coin slot here, down the box where you can just get your profit. So it's basically a simplified version of a vending charging station. Well, I wouldn't say simplified because you probably haven't seen a complicated one. But let me give you an example. Can you imagine putting a vending machine and just putting a regular socket or a regular outlet here? If you plug the charger there, what will happen? People will easily steal those chargers. So you've seen some versions right now that are already out in the market. There are vending machine charging stations out there, but what you see on those vending machines are just cables hanging out. Because what those guys have is probably a regular outlet inside with chargers plugged in and they have their cables. But the thing is, if you keep on yanking on those cables, eventually those chargers will get loose from the inside and probably you'll have a lot of problems as an operator. So if you really want to go into business with charging stations, this is what you'll need. Let me go to the hardware. So first here, you have your timer, and then you have your coin slot, and this is the Fine Upgrades Plus USB wall socket, and that's it. And the machine, if I do a 360 right now, you just see that on the other side, it's blank. On the top, it's blank as well, nothing's there. On the back, there's a hole with the wire coming out where you can plug it for to power it up on a regular 220 outlet. On the right side of the machine is a key slot where you can open it, and from the inside, you'll be able to see what it looks like inside. Basically, it's the machinery all plugged in to make it work, and you can close it for maintenance purposes. You can access it here if something goes wrong with the machine. And the nice thing is when you access it for maintenance, you won't be able to access the money that's already inside. So here you have another key system where you open up and you can get your profit. So that's a very basic system. Now let's talk about the design of this box. Why is this coin slot here in front? Well, basically this machine is made to be mounted on a wall. If you can imagine it to be mounted on a wall or inside somewhere that's backed up in a wall. So if you have the coin slot in front, you won't have any problems getting your money, getting the profits out. Rather than if you have it at the back and you have it mounted at the wall, then you have to unmount it from the wall and get your money. So that'd be too much a hassle. If you had it on the side, you can buy like 3 or 4 machines, put them side by side. Then how would you have access to the money again? So there's a very practical reason why this coin slot is in front. It's easier for you to access. So if you look at the symbol here, it says 5 pesos or 5 piso, meaning it takes a 5 peso coin. So what does 5 peso buy you? It buys you 10 minutes of charging power from this device, which has 2.1 amperes. What does that mean for you? Okay, For regular Joe, we did run some tests and on two devices. Just two devices so that it'll make it easier for you to understand. We ran the test on a Samsung Note 4 and we ran the test on an iPhone 6. Both very powerful devices. Now, the Samsung Note 4 takes 2 amperes, right? And the iPhone 6 takes 1 ampere. So, these are the results of the test that we ran. We charged the Note 4 for 10 minutes on its own original charger, and it gave us about 8% of battery life. And then we charged it again for 10 minutes on the vending machine, and it still gave us about 8% of battery life. So basically, the Note 4 takes about 2 amperes to charge it on its standard mode, right? So it's giving you about just the same. So let's now move on to the iPhone 6. The iPhone 6, when charged on its own charger, gave us about 7%. And do take note that the iPhone 6 takes in 1 ampere. When charged on the Fine Upgrades Plus vending charging station, it gave us 9% for 10 minutes. So that's more bang for your money, I guess, right? So, which proves also a point that there's a lot of stuff going on the internet about the iPhone 6 being used on the iPad charger, which has 12 watts, will fast charger. Yes, since the charger that comes with the vending machine has 2.1 amperes, it did fast charge. What does this mean in terms of, bang for your buck, or when it equates to peso? It means, of course, that for 5 pesos, it's buying you about 8 minutes of charging time, right? For whatever average device you have, a smartphone or a tablet. And for 10 pesos, it's going to give you about double that. That's 18%, 16%, so on and so forth. And we computed it averagely. If you plug your phone at 0% battery, then you'll get about, you'll spend about 60 pesos to get it fully charged. Not bad. But for those of you, I recommend don't wait for your phone to go 0 before you charge it. And because it's better when you go to at least 50%, then you can charge up, right? And do take note that phones right now are designed to get more juice out of the charger when they are below 50%. And I think they even take more when they are below 10%. So the 60 pesos could actually be lower, but we didn't run some tests and wait for that anymore. But that's just an average for you guys to know that for 60 bucks, you can go from 0 to 100 on most standard mobile smartphones available in the market. So who should be using this device? Well, if you have a restaurant, a Sari Sari store, a coffee shop, any public area, a mall, a bus station, a jeepney stop, wherever you are, if this is there, then this will make money for you, because a lot of people are always on the go and they can't live without their smartphones. If you have 3G on your smartphone, then the more you'll need to charge. So this should be, I'd like to see this everywhere. Everywhere I go, if there's something like this, I don't mind spending a few pesos in my coin, with the coin in my pocket to charge up my phone. And you can see one of the best barbecue restaurants in Cebu right now, Yakski Barbecue. And here's a picture on the screen of this charging station on the restaurant. They put this into good use and their customers love it, and I think you'll see it on their next branch as well. So this could be the next thing to put beside your vending water machine or vending coffee machine. So guys, on your next board meeting, consider getting the Fine Upgrades Plus vending charging station, because it not only provides convenience for your tenants in your building or establishment by giving them charging power when they run out of battery, but it also gives you some profit as well. So on your next trip, make sure to get the 5-port travel charger. I highly recommend it for any family on the go on your next family trip. And don't forget, guys, you can check out our episodes at our website, mytechisland.com, our YouTube channel, mytechisland, on Y101 FM TV via y101fm.com, and on my TV on Sky Cable Channel 30. So this has been Ryan. Check it out.